in these trying times, we are trying our best to not to stop trying. And how are you keeping up with the whole scenario? Even though it's getting better and better as the days are going by, somewhere you have that residue, right? So what's happening? Walk me through that process.
So it is getting better. Right? So if you asked me the same question a year ago, I would say like I'm so much anxious.
Anxious?
Yeah, because we couldn't see the end, right? It was so uncertain and a lot of bad things were happening. And
Yes.
All of us were uncertain. But then once the first wave sort of died down, and I think when we started to see the better, quote unquote, the better, then I was like, okay, this is going to be good now. Then now I can go out, I can, do stuff.
But in reality, it was calm before the storm.
Yeah, it was the calm before the storm, and then the second wave was bad.
Yes.
And that sort of, how do you put this again, put me back in that familiar mental state of that 1 year ago when the first wave happened and we were all at home. But I think by then we had gotten used to staying at home and chilling.
Yes.
And now it's gotten better again. And again there is going to be a third wave.
That's what people say, but I feel the rate of vaccination has gone up, right? So
yeah, I mean, how do you put this? It is again like it is better in a long run if you look at it, say 5 years from now. But now I think I've just gotten so used to it, like
use the whole system of
I'm just like, dude, whatever, third wave, fourth wave, it's okay. I'll just stay at home and do whatever.
Okay.
That's how it is right now. But yeah, it is getting better, and I guess we've all sort of learned to deal with ourselves and our mental states, because that 1 year, that past year 2020 has taught us a lot of things. And
what did you learn?
What did I learn?
Yes.
Patience.
Okay.
What did I learn? If you're looking at academically, I can say I picked up like a few courses. So that was like
I guess that is something that we all kind of try to. So many of my friends took up courses and got certifications and all that, and you just need to keep yourself occupied in
True.
one way or the other.
Yeah, it was very hard. Like it was very hard. Like I started to blame a lot of things that were coming out on the pandemic. Like if I was feeling really down, then be like, oh, it's because of this pandemic that I'm feeling really down. But I guess it was true in a way. But also I sort of learned to push through that. And another important thing is, it's very rudimentary. I guess everyone knows this, but try to spend as much time with your family as possible, right? That sort of, because
that is not happening much. Continue.
See, it's true. I know it's a cliche, but it's true. Because at the end of the day, what you realized was all you have is your family right now at home, right? So might as well just hang out with them, talk to your mom, talk to your dad, play cards once in a while. It boosts your mental health and makes you happy, I guess.
What I have experienced from people around me is you kind of start introspecting so many things about the present and the past or whatever that's been going on in your life or anyone's life, because you are so on your own, right? It's like you have so much of free time that you kind of start introspecting, and it might put you in a very dark place, to be honest. Because I've seen people who have started doubting on their abilities of where they can go or what are they doing. Okay, so they might lose track and just go down the cliff, So it's this whole isolation it's like this double-edged sword. It's either this or that, and they have started questioning, like, are they happy or not, or what is this, so were you happy?
Was I happy when the pandemic happened?
Were you happy when the pandemic was happening for like 2 years straight?
I guess in a way, like, again, happiness is it's different. For me, I guess,
Okay, yeah, obviously the way you perceive happiness is different, but
no, not perceive happiness. I'm happy about like different things. I guess happy in general, yes, I was, because I had a lot of time for myself. I could do a lot of things that I could do, and like so many fun stuff that I had a lot of time to do that. Plus, also finish stuff academically, and also thanks to the internet and all that, I could do stuff with people that I really loved over the internet, right? And like, be it watching movies, listening to music together, or even
Yes.
playing video games, or even reading.
yes.
So I guess in a way, we were forced to sort of seek this happiness. But when I look back at it right now, I think in general I was happy in a way. Because of all the stuff that I was doing.
In what way do you gauge happiness?
How do I gauge happiness?
Even in the most trying times, or even in the most happiest times, what is that one constant thing that you would carry out all the time and just balance it out?
See,
Because you need to make yourself better no matter how bad it is.
yeah,
Right?
yeah. See, back then, happiness was gauged by how I felt. Like, I used to exercise, so that made me really happy, like mentally, because it again,
It made you
boosts your-
feel good.
yeah, yeah. So there is that, right?
Yep.
Not a lot of things were making me unhappy or depressed. But it is what it is, right? If you ask about happiness, like right now, in terms like post pandemic, because the whole pandemic was like a small bubble. It was gonna end, but not sure when. But right now we're out in the real world.
Yes.
It's weird. It's right now, happiness is gauged by, like it's sad to say, by money, I guess, for me at least, to some extent. Because,
I mean, that's not wrong, man. Come on.
yeah, but hopefully maybe I can learn to live where, because everyone's unhappy with money. Okay, money is a very strange thing.
No, I don't agree with that, because, see, money might not make you happy, but it doesn't make you sad.
Yeah. That is true. Okay. But there is a, how do you put this?
It's okay, take your time. What is it? What is going on?
I'm very nervous, Nikhil. This is my first time doing the podcast.
See, come on, man. You're my friend, take your own time.
Okay.
No worries.
What were we talking about?
Money.
So, money. Money does make you happy. I guess, like what you said, there is some truth to that. But right now, I feel, maybe in the real world, money sort of drives your happiness to some extent. And also, it is a conglomeration of different things, right? Like friends, social circles, your family.
Exactly. There are so many variables kind of acting on your happiness that money is one of those variables. Okay.
Yeah. It's not fair to prioritize these variables, like you said. You can't just say, oh, because of money, I'm happy. And if money was there, everything would be fine. Like, fine, my family situation would be fine.
Yes.
No, it doesn't work that way, I guess. It's each aspect plays a different role. Like, say, if you're really unhappy about your money situation,
Okay.
then maybe you can balance that out by, say, your social circle. If you have a very good group of friends, you can hang out with, or
100%.
family.
100%.
If you have a very good supporting family, then I don't see how money can be a problem at all. Like, if you have family that loves you and you guys do things together, then money won't be a problem. I feel money shouldn't make you unhappy.
It's not about yeah, I mean, I agree with your point, okay, but that is a basic need, right? So you just can't discard it completely.
Yeah, I guess.
You know, personally, what I feel is when the whole first wave thing was going on, I'll give you this a contrast, okay? Juxtaposing wave 1 and wave 2. In wave 1, it was all about introspecting for me. Personally, it was all about introspecting and thinking, doubting my decisions, to be honest, because so much is going on. You know, so many variables were just, I don't know, they weren't balanced properly. So even though I was doing fine with my academics and college and all that, there was so much introspecting going on. Mentally, I was very occupied. And around, I don't know, 2020 or something, I kind of eased up. I kind of, you know, made peace with myself, and it kind of did help me. And then comes wave 2. Wave 2 was, mentally I was pretty fine actually, even though so much is going on, right? There is this inner bubble and outer bubble. Inner bubble, I was pretty good. My mental state was fine because, like I told, I made peace with myself. And again, I got so much time for myself. I kind of fared well in academics, and I started this initiative of podcasting. So yeah, it was sort of a curse and a boon, you know. And I still remember we both used to like talk so much about films. You know, that was like my way of
coping.
Yes, coping up. That is my coping mechanism, you can call that. I mean, most of the people, Netflix and chill was the thing, you know. So yeah, I used to watch a film and I used to call up and we used to discuss, used to go down that lane, and somewhere we did forget about what was happening outside and kind of delved into this other world where problems are different. And as a viewer, I was happy, you know, because of the kind of films I was watching, thanks to you and your recommendations actually. You know, so I kind of came across Daniel Day-Lewis.
Oh yes, which is that movie? In the Name of the Father.
Yes, it really was amazing. Yes, and I remember the night we sat and spoke for hours about it, and you know,
that's brilliant fucking movie. Yeah, but it sort of again deals with some similar, I think,
issues
in the movie, right? So, he gets arrested.
Yes,
and he has to live because see, like I said, Daniel Day-Lewis in the movie. I don't want to spoil anything.
No,
to the listeners, but he is in very bad terms with his dad, right? And then he gets into the situation. They get into the situation where they get arrested, and he is forced to live with his father.
Yes,
who he hated.
Oh, it kind of creates parallel to the real world, right? Yeah. This arrested development in your mind that's happening, right?
Yeah. So, but he was that sort of opened up like
these layers that was hidden.
Yeah, like then he understood his father, right? Because he was forced to live with this person for so long.
Yeah.
He knew no one else and only his father. And at the end of the movie, you can see that he respected his father so much, right? In the end. So we were again, like, it draws parallel to the current situation that we had to go through also, right? Honestly, like for me, both my parents are working, and it was very hard
to find time.
We don't usually go out very often, you know. It's very rare that we go out, but these times it was like we'd get together, play board games, or
wow.
My career, which was it's nice. It's a very nice feeling, you know, that I thought I could have found sooner, and that sort of taught me again how to interact with. So these are the little things, right, that make you happy. It's not the larger context, but the small things that sort of make you happy and make you feel.
See, this drawing parallels was so I don't know what to say, man, but that story is entirely different, but we kind of can relate, and you know, films have that power of you know, kind of touching you on a very subconscious level, and you won't even know.
Do you have any other film in mind that touched you subconsciously?
Actually, when I joined my college for the first time, we used to have film screenings every week. Okay, and I watched The Shining, Jack Nicholson, and One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Amazing it was. You know, I really loved how, mental health was portrayed, how he's losing his mind. You know, it's like isolation, how big the space is.
But still you feel so claustrophobic and...
Yeah, exactly. You know, I guess that the way they kind of, portrayed was very nice, and the way he becomes hostile in the end.
In the Shining?
Yes.
What drives... Like, again, this is such a contrasting thing. Like, he in Shining, they're put into this... the whole family is put in this isolated situation.
Oh God, again,
but then it just drives him more crazy and crazy. I think it was true for us also. We were also going a little crazy.
Don't
thank
even
God
get
none
me
of us
started.
ended up killing our own family members. But
okay.
Yeah, that was again that sort of touched upon his...
Yeah, they didn't go out because of the blizzard. Again, there's isolation.
Yeah, but again, it does different things to different people. I guess the Jack Nicholson was clearly very keen on murdering his wife and kids, right?
I guess, you know what? You see, when the film started, it was all about, socializing, talking to people. He was fine. When they moved into that place, this side of him kind of surfaced up again, and it was like, it was deep inside him for so long, and now he's got so much time to kind of be with himself. That kind of surfaced up again, and oh shit.
There is this, I don't know if you know this, do you know this YouTube channel called Vsauce?
Yes, Vsauce Michael, right? Yeah.
Vsauce Michael here.
Exactly.
So, he recently he made, I think a year ago, he made a...
the video on staying isolated for 3 days, right?
Not 3 days.
3 days. 3 days.
3 days, yeah, okay. So he was isolated for a very long time, but he was trying to do an experiment to see how that affects you mentally, right? And the thing that he noticed was, I think he was not sort of studying how isolation affects people's mind, but more like how memories can be generated and how it affects people. And what he realized was the whole period he was isolated, it was the longest. Even though it was like 3 days, it felt like so long for him because he was doing nothing. Okay.
It's only like basic amenities like food, water, and nothing.
Exactly. But when he looks back at it now, when he's talking about it, it feels like an hour or something, because he did nothing for so long. There is no new memories being formed in his brain.
Oh,
so
shit.
It feels like
going back and
Yeah, when he thinks about it, it's like, oh dude, it feels like 3 hours or 4 hours. But seriously, I can't believe I stayed there for like 3 days. It's similar to how, say for example, when you go on a holiday.
Yeah.
Right? It's like they say, time flies when you're having fun. So when you go on a holiday, it's like, even if it's like a week of a holiday, it's just gone in like a second.
Yes. Like,
that's what this whole isolation feels like when you look back at 2020. 2020 is just gone. Even though it's like, it was a very like, when you look back, I could have done so many things, right? I could have picked up this thing. I could have finished so many other books. I could have like watched so many series. But what did I do? But yeah,
you feel you wasted your time?
Sometimes I feel I wasted my time. Sometimes I feel, okay, yeah, I've developed some useful skills and I worked on this. Mostly I had college also, right, back then, so I was doing that too. I
feel in terms of productivity, I would rate myself at 7.5, because I actually watched good content. Lost my weight. So much happened. And coming back to this isolation experiment, I would like to point out on one stuff. When he was isolated and the whole thing was going on, doctors were actually monitoring his vitals. And you won't believe this, biologically there was a change happening in his system. Okay, isolation actually brought this change.
To Michael, you mean?
Yes. It's not only like, it's in my mind. No.
Like physically also.
Yes, biologically there is so much going on in a system. Yeah, there's actually change. Now I realize when humans started evolving, there was nothing except themselves, There is no entertainment.
True.
And
What did they do for entertainment, Nikhil?
now that's a story for another day. Not even
Population
kidding.
explosion.
But yeah, somewhere I feel like they weren't even developed, What were they doing? It's only like... Apart from that, okay. It's about discovering yourself. Learning, it's not even learning language. Creating a mode of communication, You literally wanted a way, that bridge to kind of say what you feel, right?
Like how we're doing right now.
Yes, there was nothing like that, and you had to come up with something new, and that is crazy. I don't know, we just kind of went there. And have you watched Silver Linings Playbook?
No.
You haven't?
No. Should I watch it? Is it good?
It's very good. It's very different. Okay, Bradley Cooper and Jennifer Lawrence, where Bradley is going through this bipolar disorder. Okay, even though he's got people with him, that people love him. His family loves him, but he kind of experiences this mental isolation. Okay. Not exactly isolation, but it's like he's got his own thing going on and he's always in his head, So he's experiencing that kind of isolation which cannot be, detected through external means. You have to tell it or, kind of express it in your own way. And he was expressing it through rage and he had to get counseling and all that. So it's not only about the physical isolation you see here, it's the mental isolation as well. Even I have experienced it personally. Even though I'm with a group of friends talking and all that, in my mind I'm somewhere else only. Right?
Like right now?
Not like right now because we are doing this.
Thank God.
Yeah. Are you?
No.
Yeah. So it's more like, you are in your own space, in your own zone, thinking about your third world problems. So I guess this mental isolation is something that any pandemic cannot solve.
That is true. Yeah.
Did you experience something like that?
Mental isolation. Everyone experiences it at some level, irrespective of pandemic or not. Everyone's going through some demons that they have to fight, right?
Yes.
It's an everyday thing. You learn to live with it. You learn to cope with it. You learn to work around it, I guess.
Do you think we create these demons on our own?
Yeah, it's true. But it's all about how you perceive things, how you look at stuff,
Okay.
how you understand things, and there's so many factors, right? That not just you, right? Can be. Again, it's introspection is important, and when it comes to all these, say you're having anxiety or very negative thoughts about some things, it is important to sort of identify where these things are stemming from, but also it is also important that you reach out to someone that you
one of the best films I've watched in introspection, about introspection and all that. I'm sorry I forgot the name.
KGF.
Okay.
Sorry to all the KGF fans, but Nikhil hates KGF.
Hey!
It's out there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Nikhil.
Even you hate. Come on, we watched the
I
film.
actually love KGF.
Oh, please.
Dude, KGF is probably like the top 10 movies on my list. What? No, I'm not kidding. It's there. It's
okay, fine. But Jared Leto, right?
Yeah. Jared Leto.
He has done this film where he's in hibernation, okay, and he's kind of trying to again introspect, and we can see his mental state where he's thinking about how my life could have turned out if this happened in this way, or if these variables kind of fell into place, my life would have been something else. What is that film's name?
Mr. Nobody.
Yes. Oh shit. Yeah, it's Mr. Nobody. It's also about introspection and. Do you feel Truman Show is somewhere along these lines of, I don't know, isolation or putting you in a bubble or something.
Truman Show, I guess it's a different isolation. I won't say.
Please don't say Truman Show is like Big Boss. I'll leave this place.
I mean, in a way.
That's how you explained. You're like, did you watch Truman Show? I was like, no, it's like Big Boss.
Oh, I'll watch it now.
No, but what do you think about
about Truman Show?
Yeah.
Truman Show. I'm not able to draw parallels to isolation or introspection, but I guess betrayal.
Oh, yeah.
Taking advantage of people's emotions. Fake people. I guess in a way it's like that. When you look at it in a abstract concept, then I think we're all living in a world of
Truman
shows.
Like we all are in our own show, something like that.
And like I don't know, fake people or people are not what they seem to be.
You feel like that?
Not always, right? It's just different people again. It's not I don't feel like, oh, my parents are fake. No. Because in Truman Show his parents were fake.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
All his friends were.
Every damn thing was fake.
It was all scripted, and that must have felt very terrible for Mr. Truman when he got out of it finally, and hopefully he's having a better life now.
Just imagine, man, if something like that happens, in a real time.
Isn't it happening? Big Boss.
Again, we are like, going there, but yeah.
So, what movies are you watching these days?
You know what? Actually, I'm not watching movies because, we both used to like watch animes from childhood, right? So I've kind of started watching anime one after the other, literally binge watching one after the other.
You're living the life, Nikhil.
I hope so, because it's pretty good actually. I watched One Punch Man and I watched Jujutsu Kaisen, which was pretty good actually. So I'm kind of in that mood right now. I haven't watched or even discovered new movies, or there are so many classics that I haven't watched, okay, but
it's on your list.
Yes, but as of now I'm in this whole anime space, and I'll be here for a while, I guess. I don't know, but it's been a while, man. Almost like 2-3 weeks I haven't watched films at all.
See.
But what kind of impact anime is creating, right?
Impact. Okay.
Or the fan base that anime has.
Okay. What do you mean impact it's creating?
Impact in terms of storytelling, art, and this loyal following, including me and you, right?
Okay. Okay, let's not have one general. Which anime has like the most impact for you?
For me, I love Naruto because I know it's too much of fillers and episodes, but it's so detailed and every character represents one spectrum of emotion.
Okay.
Like Sasuke is all about revenge. Naruto is all about love, right?
Ambition.
Yeah, ambition and all that. So they represent one form of emotion and dive so deep into it. And these emotions, when they kind of collide with each other, this amalgamation of all this is very nice. Yeah, I guess they've taken their own time to kind of explore, and I like the detailing.
I remember, we used to watch Naruto together.
Yes, in school, yeah.
I would finish school, as soon as school would finish, I would run home so that I could catch one episode of Shippuden, and then we would talk about it the next day.
Yeah.
That was, I think, probably the best memory for me from Naruto. But yeah, it does. I think the characters do resonate with you in some level, I guess, when you're a kid and you're watching these people, because all these anime characters are ridiculously ambitious, and they do whatever to like achieve their goals. And, there is some truth to that in real life too.
Yeah, I mean, like you told, I accept the fact about ridiculous ambitions. Okay, that's true in a way. But I like that determination and the music, the kind of music they have, it can beat feature films any day.
Yes. I remember I used to, I could sing most of the Naruto opening songs.
Are you serious?
So good.
Oh shit,
I used to
okay.
listen to them constantly on YouTube. But yeah, I know what you mean when you say they're very good.
What's your favorite anime?
My favorite anime? Favorite anime? I stopped watching anime and
I know you've been busy, but in general,
general I
till
would say-
date, that's like the pinnacle of anime. If
I would say there's so many, right? I would say Dragon Ball because again, like we've all grown up on
Oh, I
watching
swear,
Dragon
yeah,
Ball
yeah.
and Pokemon and all those mons that were there, Digimon.
Yeah.
But if you're asking me in terms of anime that I've really enjoyed watching there's this anime called Tatami Galaxy. And it's a very short series. It's about
that's your favorite.
it's my favorite so far. Like, you know how you have favorite songs.
Even though you watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood and all that.
Fuck yes. Oh, forgot about Full
That's
Metal
what I was
Alchemist.
thinking, you know.
Oh my god, yes. I really love Full Metal Alchemist. But yeah, again, those things are, how do you put this? Those are your quintessential anime series that you have to watch, right? Bleach, Naruto, Dragon
Bleach
Ball.
was disappointing. I hated Bleach.
Oh, dude, I'll kill you because I really love Bleach.
I hate Bleach.
Dude, I love Bleach.
You know, the problem
Fuck off,
with...
nigga, get off my podcast.
it's mine. But the problem with Bleach was in the anime, the characters weren't fleshed out at all. That I feel so bad because there are so many amazing characters and they really didn't do anything with it.
See, what happened was...
It was so what do you say, dilute, right?
I know what you mean. See, I know what you mean. So what happened was the author of Bleach.
Okay.
He you know, Shonen Jump, the whole manga industry is a huge
Yes.
industry. So much politics,
Yeah.
so much of bullshit happening all the time.
Bullshit happens everywhere.
So this guy, he was sort of put some restraints on his creative freedom while he was writing by the publishers and the editors.
Okay.
So he wasn't able to sort of, I guess there was no job satisfaction per se, and he ended up like, that's why later on I've read the manga and later on the chapters sort of start getting very dull because he stopped giving a shit pretty much, and the manga just ended very abruptly, and
That is why I don't like Bleach.
Yeah.
You know, I was anticipating so much when the characters got introduced. I was into the show. I'm not, telling I hate it outright, but I was expecting and nothing happened. Literally nothing happened. And the end was so disappointing. I was expecting characters to do something because that was the kind of hype they gave.
It's okay, but like, I guess I'm happy for the author because in the end of the day, he finished the manga and now he's a tailor. Because apparently he always wanted to be a tailor. Now he's doing what he loves. So I guess in a way it's a win for him. He doesn't maybe he doesn't have to suffer that wrath where all the people from the upper class sort of push him down and push his creativity down, I guess. But yeah, because I can sort of relate to when his your creative freedom being oppressed, and that doesn't give you satisfaction at all, because I'm from like a creative field, and
Yes.
when you
do experience oppression there.
when you don't get it all the time, every second, like, because when you don't get to express your whatever, like your creativity, then it's very sad, and
It kind of takes a toll on your what do you say, workplace and
workplace.
Guru hates his workplace.
See, that's not true. But how do you put this? It's true for any creative profession. Okay, so say for example you're doing a podcast, right? It's you're trying to express yourself. Say someone else comes and tells you do this, do that, don't do this, because that's what they think is right and wrong, and then that won't make you feel very good, right? You won't.
See, in terms of opinions, I would like to say, give your opinions. I'm welcome to opinions, constructive criticism and all that. But, don't bombard your opinions. That will kind of fuck me up, because end of the day, it's my space.
Yeah.
I am welcome to, suggestions, but don't bombard it on me and make it toxic. That's what I feel.
I wanted to ask you this. Like, now that you're doing this podcast, how has it, how do you find this? How do you find this in terms of, how do you find this as a medium for expressing yourself? Like, how do you see it in the long run?
Personally, I feel I am doing this podcast for, my, one, satisfaction. Another thing is, I like, having conversations. So when I do it on a very serious level, like podcast, I can, I have to present it to the people. So inevitably, I get that seriousness. Okay. And when I talk to different people, like every week or whenever I get time, it's like I'm opening these doors inside my mind that was closed before. That's why my theme of the podcast is your perception of happiness. In a way, it's like a sociological experiment, because I'm trying to understand one human being at a time, in this whole haystack, right? So it's that's how I see it, basically. It's all about understanding your perception, what you think, and how does it differ from the rest. So that when viewers hear it, they'll be like, oh, okay, they work in this way, and that's okay. There is this norm in the system that needs to be broken. This chain, of this is how we have to be. This is how you have to think or look like. It's always been this barriers in every damn step. So I feel if people kind of listen to this, they do understand, other shades of your mental health, and they'll be like, okay, that's how they think. So that's why I'm doing my podcast.
Interesting.
Yeah. And, fun fact, Daniel Day-Lewis is retired, right? Okay. He quit acting, and now he's a shoemaker because he always wanted to be a shoemaker.
Doing what you love, right?
Yes.
Everyone's doing what they love.
Even though he's a legend, he quit everything, went to this master shoemaker, and he learned how to make shoes, like handmade. And that really gives him joy.
That is true. See, doing what you love. Honestly, if you're not doing what you love, then I guess you're in the wrong profession. I don't want to say this, but it's true. If you don't like your work, if you don't like what you're doing,
yes,
it can be reflected in your
results,
your work that you do. So I guess picking up stuff that you like is what it is.
Yeah, so what books are you reading right now? Because I know you're an avid reader and you always carry a novel or something wherever you go. And I want to say this, I didn't have any habit of reading books. Because of you, I started reading books in school. Because you used to suggest novels. We used to go to the library. Oh, this is good, that is good. I was not that person at all. Me, you, and a couple of others, we used to go.
Just flip through the encyclopedia.
The best part is we used to go through Guinness World Record. Like, oh shit, look at this,
Or like really fancy book covers, I guess.
Yeah.
Or magazines or newspaper. Or just, what was her name? What was the librarian's name?
Rennie ma'am.
Just go talk to her. Just mess around in the library. But yeah.
I miss those days when we used to read the description in the back and then decide should we read it or not.
Yeah.
But I have to tell, you have played a major influence in reading books and anime, everything. It is like you used to suggest just watch. It's like, give me Guru, let's just
Give me Guru. Yes.
Exploring content. That is like, that's very nice.
Yes, that's nice of you to say, I guess.
What have you been reading?
What am I reading these days? Not much again. I used to read a lot. Right now I'm reading this book called Someone Who Will Love You in All Your Damaged Glory.
You can't
It's a
do it.
mouthful.
You have issues.
No, it's a nice book. I don't know if you know. There's a show called BoJack Horseman.
Oh yeah, it's pretty
Yeah, so the
popular.
director
Netflix,
of that
right?
show, he wrote a book, and it's a really nice book. I'm really enjoying reading it because it's slice of life. I don't know why. I used to read, like fantasy stuff. I think you remember.
Oh,
reading
Beast Quest was a
Quest.
thing in school.
Yes, and like a lot of these fiction type things, I still do enjoy those. But right now, these days, I'm getting into these slice of life, slow moving books. with,
Slow burn.
like- yeah, slow burn and comics also. I think there's this one artist called Adrian Brody.
Adrian Brody.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know.
Sorry, not Adrian Brody. Sorry, Adrian Tomaine.
Okay,
Adrian
what
Brody
is
the
what is
actor.
it?
But
He's an
yeah,
actor.
Adrian Brody is the actor. Adrian Tomaine is the writer.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's these books about relationships with your loved ones, or relationship with your family, or relationship with yourself. So it's discovering yourself. So it's these really nice autobiographical type
Okay.
novels, and I think I'm really enjoying reading those because I guess maybe I find myself like a part of myself in these stories. I guess it's nice. It's nice to relate to these slice of life type books.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I've been reading.
The last book I read about relationships, 5 Point Someone from Chetan Bhagat.
Dude, what?
I'm serious.
I'm not talking about those types of books, but okay, yeah, go on.
Yeah, I mean, I did read 2 states up to an extent, but viewers will be like, oh shit, oh, what are they talking about? But
Bro, Chetan Bhagat, if you're reading, then this conversation is over, bro.
I know, but that's a fact. I'm not afraid of concealing it because of viewership, but
Yeah.
I'm serious.
I know, even I used to read Chetan
Yeah,
Bhagat.
in terms of relationship, that's the last book I read, and I was more into thrillers. If you know, like I used to ask you the synopsis and then get the book. Okay, so I don't even remember the last book I read. It was good, but I don't remember the name.
It's probably the one I gave you.
Yeah, all the novels is what you give and I read. So it's like. Yeah, and you give me that graphic novel also, which is that.
Shaolin Legends.
No, the one which what do you say?
All you need is skill.
Yes, all you need to do is kill or whatever.
Who wrote Death Note?
Oh, Death Note's creator.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh.
They made a movie, alva.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise. Yeah.
I didn't know it was incorporated through this.
Yeah, it was actually a novel first, right? It was a novel first, and then they made it into a graphic novel.
Oh, novel then?
Yeah, it was a Japanese novel actually.
Okay.
I think it was a short novel. I don't know what it's called. Light novels.
Okay.
And then they made it into these guys adapted it into a comic book, and then after a manga, it was a
Feature film.
It's a movie.
But I'll give you this, okay? Manga to feature film is a very bad idea, but these guys cracked the formula like no one. I
Did you
don't think
like
it
Edge
will
of
happen
Tomorrow?
again. Yes.
What?
Yes, I did like Edge of Tomorrow. I loved Edge of Tomorrow.
Why?
Obviously because of the star cast, and see, I'll be honest with you, I didn't know it was an adaptation, right? So when I saw the film I was like, wow,
Because of the concept, right?
yes,
The whole
yeah, exactly,
looping thing.
exactly.
But it's not new, right? There was similar concepts done. I feel like that whole Groundhog Day sort of a thing.
I've made a short film on time looping.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
What?
I did. I've
For
made.
college?
Yes, it was a part of my college project, and we had to make a short film. So I made the short film on time loop. It was good. Okay, it was decent,
What was it?
but my teachers didn't like it.
Oh, the critics.
Yeah, they didn't like it
Why
because
did they like
one is time constraints. We didn't have much time to shoot, and my dad got COVID,
Okay.
so he got hospitalized, and so much was happening. So that's why we didn't kind of.
Like give your full, you mean?
Yeah, I had my own thing going on, right? So, but yeah, I've done a film on time loop and all that. But Edge of Tomorrow, any day I can sit and watch. This manga adaptations, I have to rant about it. Death Note, what did they do?
Oh, dude, that's some kachada film, dude.
I know.
What is that guy's name? That the guy who plays L.
I don't
That-
I don't know the actor's name, but
That guy is so cringy. So what happened was, that guy, I don't know, I forgot his name. So what he did for all these
American cast.
American, I'm talking about the American
Yeah.
Netflix Death Note movie. So the guy who plays, and he's a he when they do interviews for the movie, he was in character the whole time.
Are you serious?
He would sit like this. He would wear
Oh.
hoodie, and he would be so cringy that when the interviewer is like, can you tell us about some he has some question, okay, and this guy just puts his foot on his like face, and then he's like he's in that character, that L character, but he's being very cringy and
Yeah.
so disgusting to watch. But yeah, the movie itself was like really disgusting.
There was another adaptation that we would like to forget. Two more actually. Full Metal.
Oh shit, Full Metal Alchemist and Attack on Titan.
And Dragon Ball Evolution. It was an evolution of bad films, you know.
Dude,
I can watch The Room again, but not.
Dude, genuinely, I'm being honest, okay, but I actually like Dragon Ball.
Are you serious?
Dude, I was a kid, okay.
Oh my
I think
God.
we watched it together. See, back then, only thing we would watch is like Dragon Ball Z and that.
We used to draw and
So
my
I
god.
was so excited when the movie came out. I just watched it. I actually thought it was really nice. But I guess now when you look back, it's just so disgustingly bad that we would all love to forget.
It's a milestone in bad films. Not like The Room. The Room is it's got this cult following where you want to watch it again and again, right? And I don't know how it worked out like that. I really don't understand, but it's so funny, you know. It's so bad that you want to watch it again.
It's so bad, it's good.
Yeah, in that way, the creator has etched his name in film history.
What do you think is a movie that is so bad, it's good?
Fast and Furious.
Bro, but it's family, bro.
That's a funny
You can't
part.
fuck with family like this.
Or Transformers.
No.
Guilty pleasure, you know. What is there in that? Just watch it.
Okay, guilty pleasure movies you're talking.
Again, it comes under the part where you were asking me if they are so bad that it's good. Yeah.
No, it's so
Fast
bad.
and Furious. Hands down, Fast and Furious. You know, when I'm bored
Furious
and
is not bad.
see, I know you are into family and all that. But you know what I'll tell you? It's like when I'm bored, I want to watch an action flick because it's mindless and you can just watch it. Okay. Yeah, that's when I kind of catch up with Fast and Furious. Usually I watch part 7 where Paul Walker's last. I guess they should have stopped it right there, but
Obviously not. You have to make money, no?
money, dude, they mint money. They don't make money.
Yeah. Paul Walker is gone, it's fine. So might as well bring new Paul Walker.
Somewhere I feel Marvel is also that only making money.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I mean, the revenue model is the best. They have thought through it like anything. Yeah, I'm sorry. So I was telling, you know, Marvel's revenue model is good. They have thought through, how to make money, how to kind of create this universe and all that. But I feel their films are very, disposable. I'm sorry, disposable. Because it's like one canvas, different paints. Okay, and somewhere I feel Martin Scorsese is right on what he told.
What did he say?
That Marvel movies are not movies. I agree. Okay, up to a certain extent, yes, I do. I'm sorry. I grew up with these films. I watched most of them in theaters, but now in retrospect, I feel like it is more like a revenue model than honestly making superhero films. That's what I feel.
But don't you feel there is some sort of an artistic creativity somewhere?
Only a handful of movies, to be honest. Or else
Marvel, I'm talking about
no. It's kind of boring, James Gunn, who did Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Yes, he kind of recently accepted that superhero films in general are boring nowadays.
Okay. I agree with that. Okay. See, I do agree with it. But I am a sucker for Marvel movies. Okay. I am sorry, Nikhil, but this is
Okay, yeah, I mean, I appreciate your opinion, but that's how I feel.
I think they're fucking smart.
They're smart, I agree, they're damn smart. Only with respect to, making money and the way they produce films. How they schedule their films and how they have to kind of, keep these audience hooked up. Engaged. Yeah, so that's what I feel, But artistic creativity, it's like, what, I'll tell you. Mannequins in a shop. You just put different clothes, right? Marvel is that only. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Superhero movies are that. But I like these different. I think the ones that are different stand out. Okay, I know super saturated, right? Marvel, DC, I don't know what the fuck, like so many. But you know this Amazon Prime TV show, The Boys.
I've heard of it. I want to watch it.
Yeah, it's a good show. It's a superhero movie. It's another superhero TV show, but it's not. It's completely different, and I really enjoyed watching that. So I feel they're kind of taking this mantle of superhero movies, but people who try to make something different or engaging or something that is catchy, then those are the ones that stand out, and they actually are genuinely good, not just fan service sort of.
You know what? I'll give you another example of good superhero series. Invincible in Amazon Prime.
Oh yes.
Amazing. It's animated. Yes, but it's so good. I love it.
I haven't seen it, but I have to watch it. Yeah.
It's very nice. It's very nice.
But
that doesn't look like fan service. It's storytelling. There is brutality and. Yeah, again, Marvel movies are like these rides,
I mean, Marvel is huge. They're part of Disney now, and they're part now, and again they have to sort of cater to the wider audience, and they're doing it right. They have the formula right, but it's too late now. I'm already hooked. I don't care what if it's shit or not.
I started watching these shows, and they're so volatile. I don't get emotionally attached at all.
True, yeah, you're not supposed to get emotionally attached to these shows.
No, whatever it is, man, it's so. I mean, I'm disappointed when I saw the Avengers. I was so happy, but now it's like. Actually, I was not happy with the Endgame, to be honest.
Are you kidding me?
No, my favorite film is Civil War because they have kind of explored internal conflict in a very good way. That's it. I really don't like, Endgame was not like.
See, they can't make Marvel movies as some sort of a niche art house film.
You know what? That's the misconception. You can make it as an art house and be as real as possible.
It won't give you commercial success. No one's gonna watch it. I'm not gonna go.
No. I guess with good, star cast, with an ensemble cast, I guess you can nail it. You can still nail it. What do you think, Disney is doing with Star Wars? They bought Star Wars. They're kind of, again, hatching these eggs.
Dude, Star Wars is gonna shit, dude. Star Wars is shit.
Shit, right, yeah, exactly. They've done so many series, so many films are coming up because they bought it for $4 billion and they want to kind of, get that money back. And Star Wars is like, I'll tell you, it's like a golden hen, okay? You can never fail with respect to money. I'll be very honest with that. Rise of Skywalker is like the worst film ever, but still it did good.
Yeah,
right?
It's Star Wars.
But I really enjoyed The Mandalorian. It was so much fun.
I haven't seen it.
It's beautiful. The production design is top notch.
So, would you consider The Mandalorian? How do you compare?
That's the only good thing in Star Wars right now.
How do you compare Mandalorians to like say Avengers in terms of because it's almost the same thing. You have CGI characters.
You mean Marvel TV shows to Mandalorian?
Like the whole Star Wars compare because you're talking about how the Mandalorian is good. What do you mean good?
Good with respect to the way they hit emotional beats is so on point.
Okay.
I really liked it.
There are so many emotions in Avengers Endgame too because when
I know it's the end of everything and all that.
When Captain America left Star's hammer, I was so emotional, and happy at the moment.
Okay, yeah,
But
yeah.
you know what I mean. Like, there's so many emotions in terms of that too. But like you said, they don't explore it that much because that's not the point of that movie, right? The point of the movie is
Yeah.
fan service. The point of the whatever they're doing in the Marvels is for the fans, and you know.
I get all that, man, but still I feel Mandalorian was good. Compared to other Marvel TV shows, I would go for this.
Okay, what compared to you is some movie that, according to you, everyone should watch?
Everyone should watch. I guess
Any
2001.
language.
Yeah, 2001: A Space Odyssey is very good actually.
Why?
It's first of all, it's Stanley Kubrick, and I'll tell you, the film released around the late 60s, and that was the time when westerns used to happen. Westerns was a thing in 60s and late 60s to early 70s. In that time frame, something like 2001 comes, and till date, people study that film in universities, in film festivals, everywhere. And I've watched the film like 2 or 3 times, but still I'm hooked to the whole idea, and I still don't understand so many things, the monolith and all that. I feel it's beyond. I feel that is art.
Keeping the viewers sort of thinking, guessing.
Yes.
Starting a conversation.
Yeah. It kind of creates this discourse, and that's beautiful. That's what I feel.
But like now you talk about 2001 Space Odyssey, right? I like what you said is right in terms of artistic expression. I think Stanley Kubrick did a wonderful job, but also in terms of technological advancement, say in like movies, I think 2001 has been a very great
It can still surpass any film, any space exploration film, even though they have the best technology at their disposal right now. I think 2001 is like this crown jewel. I love that film so much.
I think recently we were talking about the movie, and then you said how the science fiction sort of predates the actual science itself.
Yeah, you know what? It's like art enables you to bring your imagination to life, right? That's what film has been, doing. Paintings, yes. It's like what is going on in your mind, you put it out there. Like Van Gogh's Starry Nights or whatever, or Mona Lisa or whatever. That's what, science fiction films are doing, They have this imagination of how they want a spaceship to be. They'll execute that. I'll give you a best example. When 2001 came, they came up with this idea of automated doors in the late 60s. That was a concept. They thought, okay, what if the spaceship had automated doors? Now that is imagination, and they're trying to execute it through their form of art. Okay? When it's happening in motion picture, it's like, wow, what is this? Back then there were no automated doors, but see now, even in a fucking supermarket there is an automated door. Back to the Future.
Yes.
They have these power laces or whatever.
Oh yes.
They have executed it.
The science fiction sort of drives, like in Back to the Future they were talking about. I think there was a huge meme. The second movie, Back to the Future 2, he goes to the future. He comes to 2015. Okay. And
Yeah,
the way
I
they show
remember.
2015 is
Like
the
2015.
cars are flying, and he has these self-lacing shoes and hoverboards and these 3D holograms, and everybody was so expectant of that thing to happen in 2015. They wait, this should happen, that should happen. And I think they kind of nailed down a lot of those, but I think flying cars are still a thing. Recently, I think a company came up with flying cars. But I'm not sure. But
Oh, that film, using waste, the car runs.
yes.
God.
He throws some
Banana peels and soda cans or whatnot, So
the real biofuel.
and the best, part I've come across is Kip Thorne getting a Nobel Prize after making Interstellar. He could prove his theory on black holes because the film executed what was in his mind.
They visualized his like.
Yeah, this is like the perfect marriage of art and science. He could execute it to the minutest of details visually through Interstellar, and he got a fucking Nobel Prize.
It's great to draw parallels between technological.
Yeah, I
advancement,
mean,
but
this
also
implementation is beautiful, you know.
films, right?
That's why I feel humans are amazing in general, because we are kind of spitting all these ideas in our mind into real life through motion picture or painting or whatever, and that kind of gives you an inspiration to do something else which will make our lives easy. What more do you want?
True.
Right?
I guess that's been. Thank you guys. Thank you for listening. I will see you guys next time on the next podcast.
Well, that's been a very interesting conversation, Guru, because we kind of touched upon so many topics and drawing so many parallels.
Oh yes, I really enjoyed it. I think we should. I would come back.
Thank you so much. I feel that itself is a form of compliment, and we'll be ending here. Thank you so much, Guru. And again,
Thank
you know,
Nikhil, for
yeah,
this amazing opportunity.
signing off. Bye bye.